Here we effing well go, boys and girls. It's time for some brand new Destiny 2 content. Season of the Drifter. So yeah, Bungie just dropped what can only be described as a metric shit ton of new info. Everything you need to know about Season 6, the Season of the Drifter. And there really is a hell of a lot of new stuff to talk about. Some of which genuinely made me say, Christ, I was not expecting that. So yeah, my dear friends, let me spill the tea. In this video, we're gonna look at the new Evolve Gambit mode, Gambit Prime, a brand new PvE activity, The Reckoning, the new glowy Gambit snake armor, yes it looks cool, the new Gambit Prime weapons, yes they also look cool, the 3 new Season 6 pinnacle weapons that you can grind for, the return of Thorn and how this ties into a new Allegiance quest, the return of the Emissary of the Nine, yeah I know she looks well shady mate, a brand new event, The Revelry, check out that fancy new Revelry armor, cheeky, and even a sneak peek at Season 7, the Season of Opulence, plus a whole heap more. So without further ado, let's effing well do this. Okay then, let's start with these brand new Power Surge bounties that you can collect from the Drifter. Now these bounties have been introduced to help new players quickly boost their power level to 640 so that they can then jump straight into Season 6's new activities. According to Bungie, it'll only take around an hour or two to complete all 4 Power Surge bounties and hit 640 power. If like me, you've already hit 640 or above, you can ignore these bounties and dive straight into some Season 6 shenanigans. Think of these bounties as a quick catch-up mechanic to help out new players. Okay, so let's now talk about the new Gambit mode, Gambit Prime. According to Bungie, this is the sweatier version of Gambit. Now there are 4 major differences that set Gambit Prime apart from the good old regular Gambit. First up, Gambit Prime only has 1 round, so there's no messing about. It's a short, intense experience designed with teamwork in mind. Secondly, you can actually drain motes from an enemy team, so yeah, banked motes are no longer safe. Watch your back. Thirdly, if you want to take down the boss during the primeval phase, you're gonna have to work as a team. There are now new raid-like mechanics you'll need to master in order to inflict damage on the primeval. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, 4 new Gambit Prime armor sets that will allow players to master 4 distinct roles in this game mode. According to Bungie, Gambit Prime armor perks will transform the way you play. Each armor set is color-coded to help everyone see exactly what role you've chosen to fulfill. Let's have a look at them. Now the Reaper is basically the kill everything guy, take out incoming waves and slay larger enemies. The Collector, you guessed it, collects and banks motes in order to send blockers to the opposing team. The Sentry helps take out invaders and protects your banks from blockers, just like he's doing here. Go on, shoot that Taken in the kneecaps, bitch. And then we have the Invader, whose sole purpose is to kill as many opposing players as possible. And yes, if you want to have a team full of bastards, you can all choose to rock the Invader armor set. Basically, be wary of any Guardian with a full set of glowing Gambit Prime armor, because these armor sets come equipped with top tier perks that will help transform the game. So then, 4 unique Gambit Prime armor sets to collect, each set representing a specific role for you to master. Now, in an interview with IGN, Bungie revealed that each set has a unique top tier perk which will give you a specific advantage while playing in this new game mode. For example, the Collector's top tier perk allows you to carry 20 motes instead of 15. And get this, sending blockers to your enemy's bank is now more dangerous than ever, because if there's 2 or more blockers on your bank, it starts to drain motes from it. Ouch. Now, if you've unlocked the top tier Invader perk, when you invade, you can actually lock your enemy's bank and drain motes of light from it yourself if you're near enough to it. So you can kill your opponents and steal their motes, a lethal combination for sure. So yeah, unlocking those top tier perks for each armor set will give you some pretty sweet buffs. And yes, you can mix and match the Gambit Prime armor sets and experiment with different perk combos. Now the question is, how do you get your hands on these armor sets? Wow, that's a shiny question mark. Can I get another ding? Yeah, that's some shiny shit. Well, you earn this armor in the new PvE activity, The Reckoning. God damn, whoever polished this question mark deserves a raise. Okay, I'll stop. Now, The Reckoning is tied directly to the Emissary of the Nine. You see, the Nine have now formed a dangerous alliance with the Drifter, and throughout Season 6, you'll learn more about these enigmatic beings and their place in the universe. And I gotta say, the Emissary looks like she's just about to commit a truly heinous crime. Okay, now I'll stop. So then, let's talk about The Reckoning. Now, as soon as you finish your first game of Gambit Prime, you'll unlock this new game mode which takes place in the gorgeous new destination, Plains of the Nine. It's a 4-player match-made PvE activity that, according to Bungie, is very hard indeed, which is kind of a first for Bungie. Now, in the past, the studio disabled matchmaking for its endgame activities, namely trials and raids. Well, now Bungie's experimenting a little and allowing players to matchmake into a challenging game mode. Bungie describes this as a pinnacle pinnacle PvE experience. Intense chaotic action with enemies swarming you from all directions. You'll need to move fast and kill fast, as there'll also be a countdown timer to contend with. Now there are 3 different tiers in the Reckoning, each tier progressively harder than the last. Tier 1 is available on launch day March 5th, Tier 2 on March 8th, and Tier 3 on March 15th. If you want those top tier Gambit Prime armor perks, you'll need to grind the Reckoning's Tier 3 activity. There's also 11 new Gambit Prime weapons to earn. Let's have a look at some of them in action. It's mini montage time. Now while we're on the subject of weapons, let's have a look at 3 of the new Season 6 pinnacle weapons you'll be grinding for. From left to right, we have a Vanguard Scout Rifle, a Crucible SMG, and a Gambit Heavy Machine Gun. Let's have a look at these in more detail. This is the Vanguard Precision Scout Rifle Oxygen SR3. It deals solar damage and its unique perk is Mega Nura. Dragonfly deals more damage based on the number of precision hits made beforehand. So yeah, aim for the crit spot and watch your enemies explode. Now this is the Crucible SMG, the Recluse. It deals void damage and its unique perk is Master of Arms. Kills with any weapon improve this weapon's damage for a short time, so this should find a nice spot in pretty much any loadout. So yeah, mix and match your weapons to find out which combo works best for you. And finally we have the Gambit's Rapid Fire Machine Gun 21% Delirium. It deals arc damage and its unique perk is Killing Tally. Kills increase this weapon's damage until it is stowed or reloaded, which sounds brutal, kinda like a buffed version of the Rampage perk. And that's not all, this gun is also special for another 2 reasons. Firstly, this is Destiny 2's first ever rapid fire machine gun. Secondly, it also has a brand new perk, Overflow, which according to Bungie will help increase the magazine size for some true spray and pray action. I gotta say, this weapon sounds pretty damn filthy. I'll certainly be gunning for this little beauty, pun intended. And there's more. Now remember when I said we'd be learning more about the 9 in Season 6? Well, on March 15th, Xur will have a special invitation for you to collect. An invitation of the 9. Now once you complete all the objectives of this invitation, it will turn into a bounty called Into the Unknown. You'll be able to complete 1 bounty per character every week for 9 weeks, and you'll be rewarded with new lore and powerful rewards. So yeah, I'll finally have a reason to visit Xur in Season 6. Next up, the Thorn quest and the Allegiance quest, which both kick off March 12th. Now whether or not these 2 quests are tied together remains to be seen, but we do know that for the Allegiance quest you have the option to choose between the Vanguard and the Drifter. You'll need to pick a side to progress through the quest from their unique perspective. Now this quest is character based, so if you have more than 1 Guardian, you can play both sides. If you only play with 1 character, you'll only see 1 side of the quest, so choose wisely. But what about the Thorn? Well, like I said, it remains to be seen if this exotic quest is somehow tied to the Allegiance quest. But either way, this iconic weapon is indeed returning in Season 6 to deal its unique brand of damage. Poison bullets. Will the Thorn become the new Crucible meta, just like it did during its glory days in Destiny 1? There's not long to wait to find out. Next up, we have the Revelry, a brand new spring event that lasts between April 16th and May 6th. Now here's how Bungie describes the Revelry. The first spring event for Destiny will reveal a familiar forest in bloom with fresh loot. So it looks as though we're returning to the Infinite Forest, but this time it's going to have a spring vibe to it. And as you can see, there will also be a Revelry armor set to collect for each Guardian class. But what about Season 6 Eververse, I hear you ask? Well, Bungie is making a few changes. The Prismatic Matrix is being removed from the game and replaced with a weekly unique Eververse bundle that can only be purchased with silver. All the unique bundles will contain a special vanity item. So yeah, certain Eververse items continue to be locked behind a paywall. Here are a few of the items you can expect to earn in-game from Season 6's Bright Engrams. Okay, that was the last one. I'm not going to do any more things. I know they're not funny anymore. I just get carried away sometimes. I don't know when to stop. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that anymore. Oh, I don't like what he does. He's resting on his laurels. Yes, I am resting on my laurels, you fuck. Just kidding, let's get on with the video, shall we? And check it out, Bungie even briefly teased Season 7, which they revealed is called the Season of Opulence. Let's have a look at what this upcoming season has to offer. So then, Season of Opulence will go live sometime in June. Highlights include a new exotic quest, a brand new raid, a new 6-player match-made activity, and a few surprises that Bungie isn't ready to reveal just yet. So yeah, that was quite a bit of info to take in, so let's just summarize Season 6 with this handy content schedule from Bungo. So then on March 5th, we get Gambit Prime and Reckoning Tier 1. We also get the Gambit Prime map, New Arcadia, and private matches for good old regular Gambit. On March 8th, we get the Reckoning Tier 2. On March 12th, we get the brand new Gambit Prime map, Deep 6. Also on March 12th, we get the Thorn quest and the Allegiance quest. And on March 15th, we get the Invitations of the Nine. Those are the Zerb bounty things. And we get Reckoning Tier 3. On March 19th, we get Legion's Folly. On March 26th, we get Emerald Coast. On April 2nd, all maps become available. We also get private matches for Gambit Prime. On April 9th, we get Arc Week. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. And on April 16th, we get the brand new spring event, The Revelry. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. MoreConsole, show me a lit gameplay montage for Season 6. Alright, seeing as you asked so nicely, let's do this.